Hey now.
Now,
Hey now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of IoT Nuggets.
Doug, I got to tell you, there's so many times where I get a phone call or I'm on with a group of people and I go, "Hey now, how's everybody doing?" I'm like going, "Doug, who's done this to me? It's Doug."
I'm rubbing off on you
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what it is.
in the best way. Hey now. Yeah, I love the hey now. I just love it. Ever since that
Yeah.
Gary Shandling show and Howard, and I love it.
Howard.
So anyway, yeah. So we're
Sorry.
back. Yeah, we digress, but it's okay. IoT Nuggets, we're back with Brian Belowski again, who's joining us, and I'm Doug Cohen with M10 Social. I have my illustrious co-host, as you know, over there. I'm not used to being on this side of the screen.
I know, it's great. It's great. He's the guy way over there,
I love it. But Mr. Steve Brummer, my illustrious co-host from IoT Group.
Hello.
And if you remember the last time that we had Brian on, at the end we started to talk about, hey, supply chain's been a little difficult, and but CalChip Connect is positioned very well to be able to deal with those challenges, especially as those things start to free up. So we're following up today to talk about that a little bit, when things start to free up and what's coming down the pike in the future, and what CalChip is going to be able to do to help in the IoT space and some of those things that are going on in the industry. So with that said, Steve, I'm passing it on to you.
Excellent. Thanks, Doug. All right, Brian, episode 2. So what I wanted to get from you is some thoughts around 2022 as we end this year of craziness and we go into the next year. I wanted to talk about, what do you see as far as directions for CalChip and as it relates to the industry? What do you see as going to be significant, some monumental changes? You see anything exciting as far as new needs or use cases or things like that? So give us some ideas.
Yeah. Well, and thanks for having me back, Steve.
No worries. You're welcome.
The last episode, it's kind of a Debbie Downer talking about supply chain issues. Everyone's like, "Oh,
all right." So now you got to end on a high note.
No, it's great. It's great to talk about the future. Yeah, because those challenges are being cleaned up, as we speak. And once the whole industry is out of that, I see super exciting things for IoT in 2022. And obviously CalChip Connect hopes to play in all of them. One of the big things is, and actually I did an article on this, was about the maturity of IoT in general. Historically it's been difficult there to find end-to-end solutions that are ready to plug and play. And we're seeing now more of those hit the market, and they're super robust, and they're sexy, they're modern, and those kind of solutions are what's going to make IoT kind of the household name that it should be. I still talk to my relatives about what I do, and they're like, "Can you explain that to me again for the 5th time?" But not so much this coming year, because we've seen some really mature solutions coming online that we're going to be distributing, and other people will be distributing, and it makes IoT more accessible. It also is going to give enterprises a chance to deploy or go to market. I mean, let's face it, the sales cycle has been, 2 years, 3 years, if you want to bring an IoT solution to market historically. And now one will be able to really just pick components off a shelf, metaphorically speaking, slam them together in record time, and go to market, in a month or less. So
Yep.
That's what I see coming around the corner. With things like our provisioning center, which I think is pretty unique to us as a distributor, allows us to take those things off the shelf, send them through the provisioning center, and they come out on the other end ready for, a certain network, integrated with a certain application. And again,
Yeah,
continue to streamline.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's one of the things that John and I are working on feverishly, are helping our clients build these pre-packaged solutions that they can be simply bundled for specific vertical market segment application needs and use cases. That will help mainstream dealers, resellers, VARs, integrators be able to bring those things to market faster. I still don't think we're at IoT in a box scenario yet, but I do believe that today we're seeing a lot more bundled solutions that are sellable in a faster period of time, easily deployed by the channel partners, which are going to make a significant dent in the industry and growth from the channel partners.
Yeah, and then two more things to mention. One of them is, I think we're going to see a lot more multi-protocol solutions. We're seeing that already. Combinations of LoRaWAN with BLE, with Wi-Fi, even with cellular, with Z-Wave. I mean, I think we've conceptualized solutions as it has to work within this single protocol. But I mean, I can tell you, without violating any NDAs, there's a lot more multi-protocol chipsets and boards and actual solutions coming to market that combine the strengths of these different protocols to make something very unique.
And because I'm taking, in a perfect world of chipsets all available, the prices of those chipsets have gone down, allowing companies to build products that have multiple communication modes in it. That's still at a fair competitive price. So I agree with you on that.
Absolutely.
So give us this at the end of the year. This episode's either going to be at the end of the year or the beginning of the next year. We're prediction time. Everybody has their 2022 prediction things going on. Give me one. You want me to go first? You want me to go first?
Yeah, you take it. Give me a second to think about it.
I think 2022 is the year of, I hate to say, we bring up helium a lot, but I think the helium concept is going to dramatically change the IoT space. One that, John and I have been in this 25, 30 years, and we always see these things happen that make dramatic changes in our industry. And I just think helium, regardless of the value of the HNTs and everything else, the concept of it and the amount of people that are interested in it and talking about it and the TikTokers that are involved in it, I just think that that's going to be an interesting play in 2022. So what's your number one prediction?
I was just listening to you, and I agree with you. I was actually like, that. You're super right.
Yay!
Cryptocurrency, blockchain. I mean, bringing those into IoT. I mean, it was such a brilliant move by Helium, and we're already seeing people conceptualize unique ways to combine those elements. We will see the first few true 5G IoT solutions. When 5G first launched, it was really just for LTE solutions running faster.
Right.
That Uber of 5G, how like Uber couldn't have existed on a 3G network. That Uber of 5G, that's going to show up this year. Someone, and it's probably already in the works. But a solution that couldn't have existed for 5G.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, and then this will all be, these episodes will be released before CES in early January in Las Vegas. And we at BH, John and I, are very proud to be a part of your booth that you're going to have at CES at the IoT Pavilion. Can you tell us a little bit about what your plans are for that as we wrap up?
Yeah, because this division was started during COVID, we haven't really got to meet people. So we have a large presence at CES. It's kind of our grand opening to the public. So we've invested a lot there. We'll have lots of giveaways at the booth, some really exciting cutting edge solutions on display that people can actually play with hands-on. And then a lot of our partners just hanging out, ready to talk to people to kind of usher in, the new era of IoT starting this year.
Awesome. Well, we are definitely getting the word out about your booth through our channels and making sure people are aware that CalChip Connect will have a huge booth, right? 20 by 20, right?
20 by 20 and very, very tall. You can't miss it. Go to the IoT hall, you'll find it.
Awesome. So we're very happy to be a part of that. And so everybody out there in Nugget Land, come see John and I did a post that we're going to be out there at CES, and we're obviously going to be in the CalChip booth, hanging out and meeting people and participating as much as we can. So, Brian, thank you very much for episode 2 that you've done with us, and we're looking forward to many more. Congratulations on all your success, and obviously we all look forward to an unbelievable 2022.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, Doug, back to you, bud.
Thank you, Steve, and thank you, Brian. Great stuff. And I think what I find interesting is I've noticed just in the last several months, I know part of it's probably my own learning curve, but to your point earlier, Steve, I've noticed the conversation shift. Things just seem to be moving so fast, and the solutions are getting so much more advanced that it's really exciting. And I think 2022 is going to be an exciting year for IoT. And we're glad that CalChip Connect is positioned to lead in the space. And Brian, we appreciate you coming back a second time to join us. For all of you watching IoT Nuggets, be sure to connect with us, bhiotgroup.com, on LinkedIn and the YouTube channel to see the rest of the nuggets. And if you have something that a solution, or you have a company in the IoT space and you have something to add to the conversation, let us know. We'd love to have you on. With that said, thanks everybody once again, and everyone have a great day. Thanks, gentlemen.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Take care.